everybody, welcome back to a pretty exciting video. Today we're going to be looking at level 43 XL Pancham in the Great League, paired up with Serperior and Morpeko. So I did submit some battles to Home-Size Henry, but here are some battles that weren't in that video, so stay here to check them out. Anyway, we lead into the first match into Umbreon, so that's a great lead. Opponent's going to say switch into Gudra, and I've got no obvious answer, so I'm going to Aura Wheel and dip into my Pancham. Now, Pancham is surprisingly bulky, Dragon Breath still chunking, but not doing as much as you'd probably expect. Pancham took so many resources to build, over 300,000 Stardust, and a lot of XL candy. Anyway, we do survive this Aquatail, but no, we don't make it to the move, because I get a bit greedy. Unfortunately, we don't get DRE, and the opponent does get to farm us down. I bring in Serperior, and the opponent's going to go for the move. They do go for the Thunder Punch, that is resisted, and we get a full farm down, which is very, very nice. The opponent's probably going to bring back in Umbreon now, which they do, and I can just go for the Frenzy Plant. Frenzy Plant will be doing quite a lot of damage to the very bulky Umbreon. Actually, not too much damage, but a lot for an Umbreon. I'm going to now be going for a catch attempt onto Morpeko. We do get the catch, which is very fortunate. Now, Foul Play shouldn't be doing too much damage. That is resisted. And now, opponent can just fire off the next Foul Play. And I make a bit of an odd decision, I think. I do shield that up. I'm not sure if I should have. But anyway, I'm going to go for the Aura Wheel into the Umbreon, which will grab the KO. And let's see what's in the back. In the back, it's a Azumarill. So, we actually have C-Bomb for coverage here, which is quite nice. In this situation, C-Bomb does a lot of damage, and now this should just be a one game. As we can send in Serperior, and we should just be able to shield this up, and go for the double Aerial Ace. So I think they might have overfarmed by one there, but I wasn't sure during the battle. But I'm going to go for the Aerial Ace, that should be Garming Shield, and I'm going to go for the next one here. And if they are 3 off, which I thought they were, then we would be able to KO with the Aerial Ace, but unfortunately they aren't. And it's going to be a race now. Oh, they make it there. This is really unfortunate. Now, who farms down first? Morpeko versus Azumarill. Oh, it's a tie, unfortunately. Ties are quite sad, as we both lose. Anyway, in the next match, we see a great lead in Feraligatr. Feraligatr, is a great lead for Morpeko, but the opponent can definitely pressure shield as well. They switch into Malamar, and this should be great as we can respond with Serperior after grabbing a shield with Aura Wheel. Opponent's gonna fire for a move. We are able to survive 2 foul plays pretty comfortably, even with the Psy Waves, but we can just fire off the Frenzy Plant, and Frenzy Plant will grab a shield. Opponent seems to really want Switch, and honestly, Switch is completely fine. Pancham on Feraligatr is actually a winning matchup, but we still should have that Morpeko on the Feraligatr in the in-game, I'd say. I'm going to go straight for the Aura Wheel. Opponent actually sends in Feraligatr for some very weird reason. I'm going to farm up a bunch. They're actually on Ice Fang. That's pretty cool. Not sure about the count, so I'm just going to fire off the move. And the opponent sends back in Malamar. They are so weak in the back. I'm going to go for the Aura Wheel. Let's see what's in the back. And it's Jellicent. That's the GG's. Pancham did not need to do anything in the battle. Anyway, Morpeko versus Morpeko in the next match. This is a lead where baiting Psychic Fangs isn't a good idea. Anyway, the opponent's going to shoot up the Aura Wheel, and we do win CMP, which is good. Now, Aura Wheel, I will no-shoot that, actually, as the next one will be boosted. The opponent, unfortunately, gets a Snipe. I think I over-tapped. I'm really not sure, because I'm 99% sure I switched out before that second Thundershock. That's quite unfortunate that we lose that energy, but it's fine, as we're able to align Serperior onto Gastrodon. I'm going to farm up and go for the Aerial Ace to KO, And they're gonna bring in, let's see. They're going to bring in maybe the Morpeko. Yep, they're gonna bring in the Morpeko, and I'm not going for the bait here. I'm going straight for the friendly plant. Does the opponent respect it? They do, with the shield. And this should still be a great position, as even though they'll be grabbing a shield here, we still have a shield left. And even though this is likely the bait, which it is, we still should be in a commanding position. Let's see what's in the back here. It is an Azumarill in the back, and unfortunately for the opponent, and unfortunately for me, we don't get to see Pancham in play once again. Really unfortunate when I were to see Pancham, but these were just the leftover battles from after sending in battles to a bigger YouTuber. This is unfortunate, but I think it should be fine. I'm going to go for the Frenzy Plant now. Frenzy Plant will be doing a lot of damage. A lot of damage to Diggersby. Actually, they're on Mud Shot, which is quite surprising. This is still a competitive elo. It's just, I'd say not as high as what would be ideal. The opponent actually shields that Aerialist. I was hoping that they were on 1 HP. Unfortunately not. They do survive that. The opponent's going to go for the Fire Punch, and they're going to bring in Feraligatr, but they're going to have to commit a shield with this Frenzy Plant, which will easily KO with this Feraligatr. They're going to respect it with a shield, and I can bring back in my Morpeko here, and opponent miscounted. That's so unfortunate for the opponent. It's on the CMP tie. They could have grabbed a shield, but they didn't. Let's see what's in the back. It's a Ferrothorn, and that is a GG's, and seriously, Pancham. I want Pancham to get some play. In the next match, we see not a great lead into Serperior. I'm going to go straight for the Aura Wheel. Aura Wheel will be doing some decent damage, but the next would be doing a lot more. Opponent's going to throw straight away. I'm going to call the bait here. Savage bait call. No way. No way it's Aerialist. We're able to take that very comfortably and fire off the Aura Wheel. Aura Wheel will probably be grabbing a shield, but they actually lived through, which is quite surprising, and they send in Drapion. I probably should have caught this Aqua Tail here onto my Pancham, but unfortunately I just decided against it. We're going to bring in the Pancham now. Pancham getting in some nice play here. Aqua Tail is not going to KO. It's not going to do too much damage. We should be able to survive too, but unfortunately it looks like the Poison Stings are actually adding up a bit too much. I'm going to go for the Body Slam. Body Slam will do some decent damage, and the opponent's going to send in Morpeko. Now, the opponent's Drapion has a Move Banked. And since I called the bait earlier, I'm expecting the opponent to try call the bait as well, to get back into this game. So I'm going to full send the Frenzy Plant. This might be a bad choice, but let's see. Oh, no, they do respect it with shield. That's really unfortunate. That makes the pacing on Serperior a lot really inferior to Morpeko, and I should have called the bait there. That was a very obvious bait there. Really unfortunate. Not great plays by me, and I full send again. I'm really not sure about that play. I think the opponent would be trying to grab our last shield. I send in Pancham. The opponent is going to throw their move, and maybe I should have shielded that. I think maybe I should have. Now here, I shield. I shouldn't have shielded, as Psychic Fangs wouldn't have KO'd. But now look at this. I overfarm as much as I can, so it's not the CMP tie. And now, opponent has the move, and unfortunately, that is going to take out a Serperior, and that is a good game. GG's. So, thanks so much for watching.